Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Oop, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. Welcome in. As you can see, I am all glittery today with hearts and all floating around because we're doing a love theme games until the 14th. To Love Month. We gotta do our tribute to Love Month. So today we are continuing our playthrough of Dream Daddy, Dad Dating Simulator, the Dad Rector's Cut to be precise. Last we left off, we were at a very awkward cookout, trying to pick who we're gonna go for. So it should definitely be an interesting time, to say the least. Game's wild already. And if you remember, as I lean away from the mic, we are currently, one second, Dad Dusk mode, because we are a dad as well in this game. So let's go ahead and hop into it. One second, I have to go to this screen if I remember right. We're having some Inception right now. Hi, there's two of me. Shh, it's fine. There we go. Game is by Game Grumps, for those that didn't realize it. It's such a good game. I'm gonna have the song stuck in my head though. One second. There's some Inception going again. There you go. So we continued, we're here. Gosh, all the autosaves. Also, oops. Yeah, I wanna lower myself. There we go. Let me just... One second. It's breaking! we have to have some scuff sometimes. Alright, there's like no way not to do it this way, so here we go. Fixed it. Y'all just get to see my tabs, it's fine. Nothing's sus, I swear. Alright, we have to pick who we're talking to. Who do we go for? There are two. I know I was saying we should go for Mr. Vampire Man, but there was also Aloof Man. Or just enjoy burger. Don't talk to anyone, just burger it up. Let's go head over to Joseph and Damien then. I spot Joseph chatting with the guy from Dead Goth and Beyond by the grill. Alright, that's right, that's the name of the store. I wish that was a real store. I would love to go to one. I wondered what they're talking about. I walk over to them. So how's the audio? I don't sure I can... Nah, I can't really change it. So I'm curious. Can you walk me through why you had your house painted black? It's an aesthetic. Don't judge the man. It's an aesthetic. Let him paint his house whatever color he wants. Where do I even start? The house stays warmer in the winter. It provides an artistic contrast to the rest of the neighborhood. And it complements the crimson interior perfectly. It's definitely an interesting choice. Thank you. I'm very proud of my abode. Dusk, I was just having a conversation with Damien here about his aesthetic design decisions. Damien regards me up and down with a warm but critical eye. How do you do? I don't believe I've had the pleasure to. We just met in the store. Oh yeah, there we are. Look at us. Look how handsome we are. My lantern's kind of in the way. But there we are. Here, let me... Actually, some more... I can shrink things. We'll do some magic. There we go. I think I saw you in Dead Goth and Beyond the other day. Damien's face turns bright red. I must apologize for my behavior on that day. You see, I take the goth lifestyle very seriously, and to be caught in a ruse by such a corporation as Dead Goth and Beyond was profoundly frustrating indeed. I do remember this. I think where we left off wasn't like a save point, so it started us here, but that's okay. I hope you know that while my anger may have been justified, it was no such way for a gentleman to act. It's okay, man. Oh, alright, I was doing a dad voice, wasn't I? I should bring that back. Do tell me about yourself. Are you new to the area? Alright. Let me take a drink for this.
Yes, my daughter and I just moved in the other day. She was the one I took to Dead Goth and beyond.
I think that's the one I chose. I don't know. I only have one dad voice.
Oh.
Very good taste on her part. Does she partake in the goth lifestyle? I think for a second. I look over to Amanda, who's hanging out with some of the older kids in the neighborhood.
What?
Hey, Amanda! Would you consider yourself goth?
Amanda yells back, I wouldn't necessarily try to fall under any one specific label, but I guess if I had to choose, I would more describe myself as twee hipster with some normcore leanings. What the heck are these phrases? What in the Zoomer? I'm too old for this. Elaborate for your dad. It's like, alright. Bats are cool though. Ah, pity. Are you enjoying the party so far?
Oh, definitely. Thanks so much for putting this on. It's nice to be in a cul-de-sac where everyone is so friendly and welcoming.
Amanda walks up to the conversation. I also like The Lost Boys a lot. Really good movie. Does that count as goth? That it would, my dear. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Damien Bloodmarch at your service, appropriate name. Damien finishes the sentence with a flourish and a bow, producing a single rose and offering it to Amanda. Amanda blushes and returns the gesture with a curtsy. My, do you know how to treat a lady? It's a little overmuch. It's a bit overmuch. And this is coming from me, who actually does like some goth stuff. Hello, Amanda. Oh god, it's them again. Seemingly out of nowhere, Joseph's twin kids appear. Are they speaking in unison?
Whoa!
Hey? Will you come play with us? Come play with us. Forever. Guys, enough with the creepy twins shtick. We've talked about this. You need to stop having kids. All your kids are weird. Your whole family's weird. Christian and Christy slowly back away. Where do you think they got that from? Mary pops into the conversation, wine in hand. I don't know. Mary takes a long sip of the wine. I think I might have taped over a Veggie's Tale VHS with The Shining. Who knows? She takes another sip of her wine. Where's Krish? Wasn't he with you? You had him a moment ago. He's probably stuffing dirt in his mouth. He'll be alright. Toddlers are pretty resilient. They are, though. I think she should still go get the toddler, but they are pretty resilient. Mary tips her glass to me. Ain't my first time to the rodeo. It's my fourth. I have squeezed for a little sweetheart. Would you do me a favor and please find Krish? That would be great. Mom just seems done. I'm sure he's fine.
Oh.
Mary? Okay. Jeez. Mary finishes her wine and wanders off. Is he controlling? Is this I sense a spat. Oh, look, it's you. Dad, can we go now? Ah, Lucian. Have I introduced you to Dusk yet? Hey, it's that punk from Amanda's school.
I remember you. We're rivals.
It's my rival right there, teenager. Whatever. That's no way for a young man to speak to his elders. Be polite. Lucian bows. Whatever, sir. Lucian bows again. I'll take it. He bowed to me. I'll just accept that. Mr. Christensen, may I have a veggie burger, sir? Coming right up, bud. Are you vegetarian? Yup. Make that 2 veggie burgers. Did you know that some people in the Victorian era were vegetarians? They described carnivorous type people as bloodlappers, which we are not. Despite our appearance as vampires. Did I say vampires? We are most certainly not vampires. Dad.
Hey.
That's really interesting, Damien. Joseph turns to the girl. Just a hint of tattoo peeks out from underneath his sleeve. Oh? I can't believe I didn't notice it before. It looks like the bottom of an anchor. Whoa. Is that a tattoo?
Whoa.
Yup. I wasn't always a youth pastor, you know. That's so cool. Want to see mine?
Oh my.
What? Lucian pulls back some rubber bracelets, revealing a lopsided 666 in black. My buddy gave me a stick and poke tattoo last week. I think it's healing up pretty good. Lucian! We'll talk about this later. 1 second, chat. My cat is doing cat things. I see you over there. Alright, I'm back. Cat was like, cool. She's streaming. Quick, go on table, which I'm not allowed on. I swear, my cat likes to play, like, jokes with me. I walk over there, he saw me, and he just, like, runs off like he's laughing. Alright. We'll talk about this later.
Hey.
That's pretty cool. What's the significance of that tattoo? Joseph, the youth pastor, is asking what the significance of a 666 tattoo is. How long have you been a pastor, bro? I don't know. I just thought it looked sick. Well, in my opinion, the only reason you need to get a tattoo is because you want one. Careful, though. That number carries weight. Okay, never mind. He's onto it. Man, Joseph is way cooler youth pastor than I thought. I just figured youth pastors popped out of the womb with a Bible. I wonder what he did before preaching. If an anchor, maybe he was some kind of sailor? Who knows? Let's go talk to Robert and Brian. There's the aloof one. I glance across the yard and notice Robert and Brian chatting over drinks. Oh gosh, there's my other rival. Man, I don't think I want to deal with being one-up by Brian right now. But I guess I could live with learning more about Robert. Oh no, they caught me staring. Oh no, Brian's waving me over. Shoot, I have to go socialize. I flash a smile and walk over to them.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Dusk, how the heck are you? Settling into the neighborhood all right? Don't you start with me.
Oh, you betcha. Got the living room in order at least.
Yeah.
That's great to hear. I've been doing some living room work as well. Finally got the 50-inch in there. The game looks great in high def. I'm not here to compete with you, sir, so stop. Oh boy. Dusk, have you met Robert yet?
Yeah, we've met.
Robert regards me over his whiskey. Good seeing you again.
Ah.
We were just talking about my most recent camping trip. Spent a night out in the woods with Daisy and Maxwell. She's definitely an outdoorsy one. Even caught her first fish. It was about 20 feet long. It's good to see you taking your daughter out like that. I bet she loved it.
And it's great that she loves the outdoors. Mine loves being inside.
Same! It's more relatable. For me, at least. Brian raises his eyebrows at me.
Being inside, making art. She won a local competition for that art. Yup.
Come on, me. We should let's just stay out of it. Don't start. Don't start. We won't be able to finish. Did I put it on too strongly? Robert stares at me blankly for a second.
Hey.
Anyway, I haven't gone camping in years, not since the last time.
Same here. Well, things change once you have Wait, what happened the last time?
Hey.
Robert takes a long sip of whiskey. Well, old Johnny Boy and me were out in the backcountry. Johnny Boy's a strong kid. Met him in my army days. Comes from Kansas. They build him tougher out there. Anyway, things go south pretty quick. Johnny Boy breaks his ankle when the rope bridge snaps. I keep hearing Johnny Boy and I just think of the outside. Well, he does have the leather jacket. You greaser, is this what this is? You also have a tattoo. Wonder if that one's significant as well. You could see the bone popping out through the skin. Ugh. Johnny Boy's screaming now, crying for his mama losing blood. We're 2 days out from the next living soul, and here I am with my dear friend bleeding out in front of me. I'm able to dress the wound, but now I got a fireman carrying a 6-foot, 180-pound man over some of the toughest terrain I've ever been in. I won't lie to you. There were moments during those 2 days when I thought about leaving old Johnny Boy, but you build a bond with your brothers in arms, and that bond never breaks. I got that boy back to civilization, but I lost some of me out there. Isn't the most interesting camp story ever, alright? I guess that's camping for you. Brian and I stare in disbelief. Robert takes another long sip of whiskey.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. My friend John and I went inner tubing down a river and he lost a flip-flop. Missed that kid. Thanks for the awkwardness, bro. Brian and I laugh nervously. Or am I kidding? Brian and I tense up again. I'm kidding. Phew. Amanda and Daisy barrel up to us laughing. Daisy is holding a paper plate in front of her like a steering wheel. We gotta get off this haunted truck. Oh no, the ghost locked the doors. Quick, hit the emergency escape button. But trucks don't have emergency escape buttons. Then hit the brake, I guess. And then we'll get out of the truck. The imaginary truck. Anyway, we're safe from the ghosts. But how will we survive the this Arctic tundra? Daisy, you might have to eat me. Are you prepared to do that? I'm prepared to do anything to survive. That's cold-blooded, I like that. Although I'm not sure I have the materials required to properly cook you. Gosh. Alright. I like how our daughter is basically getting ready. I think isn't she going to like college or something and still got that imagination intact. Proud of you. You know, that reminds me of the last time I went skiing. Robert?
Hey.
Wait a second, are you guys playing Long Haul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers? Oh right, that's the show they like. Yeah.
Amanda and I love that show.
It's the best, especially that episode where Callum hides Flint's keys and
Flint retaliates by breaking an ancient cursed urn and sending the spirit after him. Yeah, it's such quality reality television.
That sounds wild. I don't watch a whole lot of television, but I do enjoy that show. That and war documentaries. Alright, I see what your entire personality is right now, alright. Alright, Daisy, I found us a couple of bugs. They're gonna make a great meal. Lots of protein. Gonna keep us from starving out here in this harsh, icy wasteland. But there's a whole table of food right over the... Daisy, it's a game. We're playing pretend. It's what kids do. Live a little. Amanda gives Daisy a handful of gummy worms from the snack table. They eat them with mock disgust. Let's go find kindling for a fire. Okay. But not an actual fire. Because we're playing pretend?
Yes.
Now you're getting... Oh gosh. Yeah, Amanda, you keep watch on her close. Taking everything a little bit too literal. She just, like, Thrax from, Guardians. Daisy and Amanda run off. What a cute couple of kids. Man, I've never seen her get along with anyone so quickly.
I guess Amanda just sort of has a way with kids.
That's kind of amazing. Daisy doesn't really get along with kids her age. It's nice that he's not trying to one-up me this time. Maybe we can have a regular friendship after all.
Really?
She just kind of keeps to herself. Her teacher says she spends every recess in the library. I think the other kids are intimidated by her intelligence. He seems like he just has some self-esteem issues too. There it is.
I wouldn't worry about it too much. Amanda was shy at Daisy's age too. She used to have a habit of crawling under tables and crying every time we took her to a restaurant. She bit people too.
Kids, right?
Gotta love them.
You're required to by law. I have no choice but to love my child.
I hear that.
Well, since they're getting along so well, maybe we should try to put together a little play date for them. They do seem to get along really well, but the thought of continually hearing about all of Brian's accomplishments is rough. Yeah, you might want to tone that down there, buddy. Don't feel like your daughter's not the only one who has a hard time making friends with how they are.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Hey.
Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Go meet some of the other fellas.
Oh.
And without further ado, let's work some magic. Joseph closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and gets to work. With the greatest of ease, he sets patties on the grill, flourishing as he flips his spatula in the air. It's easily some of the best grill work I've ever seen. Why is everyone a show-off? You guys think this is my first time in front of a grill? Did we ever have a reason to doubt that? He's working faster now, effortlessly tossing cheese onto patties and perfectly grilling onions on the side, one after another. The dads take notice and crowd around Joseph to admire his masterful technique.
Hmm?
Oh my gosh, your little kid's eyes. You probably didn't know this, Dusk, but Joseph's known around here for his grillmanship. He's ungrill-leavable. Get out. Shoo. Automatically not picking you.
Bro.
Just because you're a dad, I don't give the dad joke was not necessary. I've tried to get on his level, but I just can't catch on. Get out, you're out too. Anyone else? Who else is putting themselves on the chopping block because of puns?
Hey.
Let us keep studying. Has a rare quality about him, oh my gosh. Aw, the flower crown is so pretty though. I love that. But you punned, so you're out. Oh, now they're all gonna do it. They're all out. Alright, I should have picked the burger. Mustard, we keep talking about this. Can't we just appreciate the artist?
Hey.
I had higher hopes for you, Robert, but never mind. I've never seen him make a mistake.
Ah.
Okay, we need to stop. This is getting too cheesy. Please stop. Thank you, Amanda. All of the children at the party boo and the glorious display of puns in unison. Alright guys, the food's ready. Please form an orderly barbecue. No. No. Amanda groans. We all grab our food and hang out, enjoying perfectly cooked cheeseburgers.
Hey.
Man, it's so wild how all of us dads live in the same cul-de-sac.
Oh.
Kinda nice, isn't it? It feels like there's a real community here. Totally helps when you're just a single dad trying to raise a kid.
Oh.
We're happy to have you here, man. I think you're gonna like this neighborhood a lot. It is definitely punny. Hello, Catsy! Welcome in. We are playing a Dream Daddy. I am a dad in this game, hence my glorious dad stash. I have to pick which one I'm gonna romance.
Oh.
Plus, Amanda seems to be getting along with all of the kids. If she decides to get into the babysitting game, she'll really make a killing. That's a good play. Go for it, Amanda. Hey, why don't you add us all on Dad... Did the game crash? Or did it just tab? For some reason, my game tabbed. Okay. The inception started on Dad Book.
Dad book?
Oh.
And that was us. Yeah, it's a great social network for dads to keep in touch with each other. We're all on it, so if you ever need to reach out to anyone, that's the simplest way to do it. Oh dear, the stash is quite flattering. Ah, thank you. How do you, like, dad us? I did it very good, I think, designing us as a really good dad.
Sorry, I'm just an old-fashioned dad. Social media goes over my head sometimes.
Ah. Don't worry, Pops, I'll help you figure it out. This is our daughter. The rest of the barbecue goes smoothly. We all trade stories and drink beer as our kids play on the lawn. Amanda breaks up a fight between Carmencita and those weird twins. I think they wanted her soul. Yeah, I don't like the twins. The twins scare me. Amanda and I walk back to our place as the sun sets over the neighborhood. Pretty fun party, don't you think? It was... I can't think of any puns. I'm not dad enough! Ah! I mean, I got a burger in me. Yeah, that's a good thing. Wish I could have been playing Paranormal Ice Road Truckers. I felt like I was at a networking event. All of these are very... I got a burger in me.
Sweetie, if I can impart any sort of wisdom upon you right now... And not that this was a bad situation, but if you're ever in an uncomfortable situation, Always look for the silver lining. The silver linings get you through to the other side. We ate rockin' burgers today, and it was good.
Yep, that's how I see parties. You may be awkward, may want to go sit in the corner, but at least there's food. Free food. That's what the one benefit to weddings is. Free food. Amen. Well, hey, at least you met some other cool dads. You should hit them up on Dad Book.
Maybe I will, if I ever figure out how social media works. What are these kids doing on these fangled contraptions? I have a good feeling about this place.
Me too, Dad. Amanda and I arrive home with the remnants of our veggie plate. Seems like nobody was really into the cauliflower. Ah, man, same. I'm not big in cauliflower either. I don't know why, I can't get into it.
Any big plans for this evening?
Actually, yeah, I'm going out with some friends already.
Oh.
I don't have that type of friendship yet. I'm not cool enough. Is that okay?
Of course. Just keep me posted and be home before midnight.
You got it.
And be careful.
Yeah.
I will.
Make good choices.
Of course.
And call me if you need anything.
Dad, you're not going to do the thing where you wait silently for me to come home in the living room with all the lights off, are you?
What? No, I've never done that, and I will never do that. I'm just gonna be here all by myself, alone. No one to talk to. You leave your poor dad. How could you do this to me?
Okay, do you have plans tonight?
Sleep.
My plans were kind of eat ice cream and watch TV with Amanda, but I'll find something to do. I mean, we could still do that, just minus Amanda. I'm gonna work on some stuff, see how long I can sleep for, throw a party. We're not the party type. See how long I can sleep for.
Kiddo, I'm topped out.
But the sun hasn't even gone down yet. Yes, it's nighttime out the window. What do you mean?
I still have sleep to catch up on from when you were a baby. Just let me be. I'm just relaxing tonight. Have fun, okay?
Great, see you later. I'll watch Amanda drive off into the night. I really do hope she has fun. I plop down in front of the TV and turn on some Wine and Dine Mastermind. That is a mouthful of a title. With celebrity chef Gavin Chapman. Looks like Gavin's making a roasted rack of lamb with rosemary mashed potato. Oh man, that sounds good. I love cooking shows. I enjoy watching those. I haven't watched as many as I used to though, but I enjoy them. I liked Chopped, Iron Chef. I liked Restaurant Impossible and stuff like that. Dine-ins, drives-ins, diners and dives. I almost said that backwards. I'd love to be able to cook like that. Although I think if I was actually good at cooking, I'd use all my powers for evil, like just making baked Alaskas all day instead of any food of real nutritional substance. I don't know. I like to cook. But I don't feel like the need to make just bad stuff all the time. I like the idea of being able to experiment and try different things. Man, Gavin Chapman just caught that thing on fire, but he meant to do it. What a professional. I lose track of time as I blaze through several episodes of Wine and Dine Mastermind and also one episode of some cooking show called Meat Hell with Chef Ramsay Gordon. Or Rorden Gamzee. I'm not even sure what that one was about. It was just a lot of yelling. Yep, there it is. I glance at my watch. Man, it's almost midnight. I should check in with Amanda. I send a text.
Hey kiddo, you good?
I wander into the kitchen as I wait for a reply. Amanda's phone is almost always in her hand, so I'm sure she'll respond soon. Unless she's driving. Home now. In which case, I hope she doesn't respond soon, because I definitely taught her better than to text and drive. I reach into the freezer and grab an ice cream sandwich. It's a little late for this, but I think I earned it after a long day of socializing. Totally earned. I agree. I agree with this. Socializing takes a lot out of you. You earned a pick-me-up. I check my watch again, and then my phone. Nothing yet. Uh-oh. We're gonna do this. Don't stand by the phone. It makes it worse. Okay, see, now I'm worried. Do I call her? Do I call the cops? No, it's too soon for that. I'll just send her a gentle reminder text.
What's up?
If she's at the movie, she's not gonna answer either. Think of that, bro. Half an hour passes. Now I'm really worried. The episodes of Gavin Chapman's Meet Hell are not only not assuaging my anxiety, but possibly exasperating it with all the yelling. So I keep pacing around the house, waiting for her to come back. Why didn't I find out where she was going? Who was she even with? Why don't I know any of her friends' phone numbers? Why don't I even know any of her friends' full names? I think we know her friends. We were just at the cookout with a bunch of them.
Who is Emma P?
I decide to send her another text.
Amanda, please text me and let me know you're okay.
I can't help but think of all the awful things that could have happened to her. Okay, we need to get out of the house and go and do something. Take her mind off stuff. Because this is not healthy. Oh, thank God, it's her. Amanda opens the door and shuffles in. Finally, she's back home. I'm glad she's okay. Sup?
Sweetie, thank God you're safe.
Yep. But now that I know she's okay, I'm really mad.
Why didn't you answer my texts?
Amanda pulls her phone out of her pocket. Oh, whoops, guess I didn't see those. She starts to walk to her room.
Amanda Ann.
Whoa, we're pulling out the middle name now?
Amanda, you came home an hour and a half after your curfew and you didn't respond to any of my texts. You really freaked me out. I was about to call the cops.
Dad, you're seriously overreacting. You're not going to be like this when I go off to school, are you? I don't like your attitude. I have a right to... the middle one I feel is the better. Scared is a little much. That's a little rough. I have a right to be concerned.
You're my only daughter.
Well, I can't give you a play-by-play of everything I do all the time. I'm 18. You shouldn't have even be giving me a curfew in the first place. I mean, you live in my house. Yes, you're 18. But you have to respect there's other people in the house and their sleep schedules too. Think of that. I sit down on the couch and put my head in my hands. I feel very tired all of a sudden.
You really scared me, Just. Please don't do that again.
Alright. I'm gonna go to bed now. Amanda closes the door to her room and I head to mine. Jeez. As I'm falling asleep, one thing she said keeps echoing in my mind. You're not gonna be like this when I go off to school, are you? Oh no, we're gonna dwell on that. We're not gonna suddenly try to stop her going to school, because that would be bad. I definitely didn't sleep well last night. I brewed some strong coffee and make some scrambled eggs for Amanda as a peace offering. She eventually wanders into the kitchen. Hey. I thought about what you said last night. I should have texted you. I said I was going to do it and I didn't. I honestly just didn't even think about it. I'm really sorry, Pops. I won't do it again.
Well...
I'm sorry for freaking out on you. Yes, both apologize. This is good. I'm sorry.
You're an adult now. I shouldn't have gotten so worked up.
Team Daddy Issue. Alright, that's my last name. I forgot. Oh my gosh, my tracking is spazzing. Why? Downside. I am in a dark room, so that's probably what. But I forgot we named the last name Daddy Issue.
Team Daddy Issue.
Amanda gives me a hug.
Want some eggs?
You know it. Sprinkle some cheese on them. Yep. There it is. That's the best. Cheese on everything.
Already did.
Yeah, sprinkle more. No, not bless you. You say sprinkle more. You get more cheese. Amanda scarfs down the egg in the meantime. In the time it takes to me to wash the pan. Wow, I read that completely wrong. Alright, I'm off to school. Smell you later. Oh, what are you, Gary Oak?
Wait, one more thing before you go.
What?
What's Dad Book?
It's a social media platform.
Wait.
What?
What's a social media
Platform? Oh no. Dad, I have to go to school.
Come on, Amanda, I'm an old man. I can't put together a Dad Book profile on my own.
Alright, I'll help you sound interesting on the internet. I don't trust this. Amanda spends the next couple minutes setting up my profile on Dad Book, which as it turns out is a place where dads can get together and talk about fatherhood. Alright, Pops, we gotta fill out your profile. Let's get some likes and dislikes. Am I actually... Oh boy, personality quiz, let's go. Alright, here we go. This is how we're gonna find our match, is this it? On a Friday night, you're most likely to polish and sort my coin. No. Netflix and grill, baby. Oh my god. Netflix, maybe. Grill, Fall asleep watching the History Channel. Torment my children with dad puns. Sink into blissful oblivion. Sleep. Sleep. Sleep sounds great. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? My trusty grill, the lost shaker of salt. Castaway on DVD for instructional purposes. Yes, we must get the volleyball and name it Wilson. A boat, obviously. Only anything, my survival skills have trained me for this. A boat. What are your turn-ons? Strong dad arms. Tennis shoes with long white socks. Why is that a turn? No. A well-manicured lawn. No. Street smarts. That. Top-tier grillmanship. Comfortable with crying. That's also a good one. Let's see. I like this one, and this one. These are all pretty... I'm gonna go with street smarts. What did you want to be when you grew up? Technical writer for manuals and instructions. Salty boat captain. That's great. I like that one. Pro skater who is also an astronaut. Yo. Good father. A president of space. What is this? Elon Musk? No. I like these two. Salty boat captain. I'm all over the place with my answers. Favorite movie genre? War documentaries, Sean Connery's and I'm Sean Connery. Anything on Laserdisc, romantic comedies, whatever will make me cry. Old comedies that haven't aged, all those are great too, but romantic comedies? What's your ideal date? Napping together? Oh, that sounds wonderful. Doing a 1,000-piece puzzle together. That'd be fun, actually. I like puzzles. Eating a healthy dinner at 4 p.m. Trying to geocache but getting hopelessly lost. Arson! What the? Being emotionally vulnerable. What is this? The emo route? Napping together. What do you never leave home without? A sensible cardigan, my sick vape, no. My book of word jumbles and a pen. Cool knife, a crippling low self-esteem. I frequently forget my phone keys and while I'm home sometimes. These two. Like, no to these just because in general, but these two are too real. Oh. My crippling low self-esteem. I spent a lot of time thinking about conspiracy theories, how proud I am of my child, potential ends of the world. If I ever be able to love myself as much as I love my grill, my gosh, whoever picks this has a problem and needs help. When I can get the next cup of coffee, ooh, that's a good one. Lawnmower modifications. I'm between conspiracy theories and cup of coffee. I'm going for coffee. Profile complete. My god, who did we match with? I feel like we're all over the place. See, that wasn't so bad.
Yeah, that was actually kind of fun. I could totally spend all day on here just looking at people's profiles.
You should message one of them, or more than one of them. All of these dads seem pretty interesting. Let's just take a little slow there, Amanda. One at a time. We're not very much of a socializer. Low battery energy. Let's not hit everybody up.
Okay, I promise I'll make some friends.
Amanda gives me a hug. Go get him, Dad. Alright, I'm about to do my risky. Alright, who are we talking to? I'm leaning towards Robert. What's up if Amanda has a mustache and a monocle? What is this? Hi, Dusk, it's me, your dear old friend from way back in the day. Dad, man! I'm delighted to see she did this just to spy on me. Oh my gosh. And you said I'm the worrywart. I'm delighted to see you've signed up for Dad Book. They've recently added this exciting new messenger service, so you may find yourself receiving messages from other dads like myself. Take care not to miss them.
Amanda, is that you? What are you doing on Dad Book?
Why, Dusk, I never. We've known each other since business school.
I never said I was in business school.
I was never in business school. How could you possibly confuse me for your amazing and talented and easy to buy things for daughter? Though I am, of course, flattered, you should buy Amanda more things.
Amanda, you know I didn't go to business school. I barely even managed to get my degree.
I love this game.
Wait, no.
Wow.
I didn't say that. You never heard that.
This is gold.
I was a great student. I swear I graduated at the top of my class because I worked hard and ate all my vegetables.
I say as I brought veggie plate home last night that I didn't finish and wouldn't eat. Top of my classes. I played Persona yesterday on stream and Googled answers. You didn't hear that, chat. Totally holding on to this for later.
Wait, do you even remember what I majored in?
I declined to comment.
Cool.
Alright, the combo's in it. Alright. Let's go for Damien first. Damien Bloodmarch, how do you do? I've finally decided to join this information superhighway. I'm not entirely sure how this works. Oh, okay, so we have something in common. We're both inept with using social media. But I will try my best to understand. I love long strolls through graveyards and spending time with my son. If you would ever like to chat about the latest in Victorian fashion, which I am a pro at, as you can see, the inevitability of our own demise, or black cats, please send me a letter. On a Friday night, you are most likely to listen to True Crime podcasts while I taxidermy my newest specimens. Okay. If you had a coffin for the desert island, turn-ons, pronouncing bosom correctly, I got you. What did you want to be when you grew up? A bat. Favorite movie genre? Foreign art house horror. Ideal date? It's night. We are at an industrial dark wave club in Berlin. The music drums to the beat of our hearts. What do you never leave home without? An upside down cross. I spent a lot of time thinking about mortality salience. What is that? I don't know what that is. It's okay, I can fake it till we make it. I could go back. Do we message him? Let's check the other. Let's check out Robert. Oh boy. When the internet gains sentience and decides to destroy us all, you know it'll use this information against us, right? Oh great, you're the conspiracist. Got it. On a Friday night, you are most likely to make a deal in an alleyway. Have it go badly. Who's the cop? Was it Giacomo? I trusted Giacomo. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? A gun. What are your turn-ons? Don't talk to me. What did you want to be when you grew up? A grifter. What's your favorite movie genre? Italian neorealism. What's your ideal date? Grave robbing. Don't talk to Damien. You two are not going to get along. We're going to just spot, if I pick Damien, we're going to spot Robert grave robbing as we go through a stroll in the graveyard. What do you never leave home without? At least 4 knives. Why 4? Why not 5? 1 for each finger. I spent a lot of time thinking about, you ever really look into a rabbit animal's eyes? Okay. You're definitely interesting. Hello, Joseph. What do you got? Might as well read them all. Voted Maple Bay's #1 youth minister for 5 years running. I automatically don't want to end up with you. Living in my hometown with my beautiful wife and our 4 amazing kids. 2 of which are from The Shining. If I'm not in church, you can catch me out on the open waters, setting sail on the seas of adventure. I love playing guitar and crushing my kids at Candyland. Candyland is pretty fun. I'll give them that. On a Friday night, you are most likely to lead the community in a fun mixer. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, it would be my 6-string. What are your turn-ons, my loving wife? Why are you even filling this out? Get out of here, you're taken. What did you want to be when you grew up? Ship captain. What's your favorite movie genre? Feel-good movies. What's your ideal date? Lovely night on the town with my wife. What do you never leave home without? The good book. I spent a lot of time thinking about how I could be a better man, husband, and father, so you don't go anywhere without your Bible. Nope. Next. Next! Okay, Hugo, what do you got? Middle school teacher, high school teacher, writer of scholarly articles on 18th century literature for various esteemed publications. If you're on here to tell me that my son put a cherry bomb in your trash, I know and I'm sorry. Wait, what? See, the son went to that rebellious age of being very different from the dad. Huh, you would get along with Damien, though, with the literature. Friday night, you're most likely to brew some strong tea and paint my miniatures. Oh, that's cool. Alright, you're warming up to me. I like the miniatures thing and tea. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? A remembrance of things past by Marcel Proust. I don't know that book. Turn-on's muscles. Oh, never mind. We're not getting anywhere. Our dad is definitely not muscular. We are a bear. What did you want to be when you grew up? Movie star. What's your favorite movie genre? Documentaries on art history. Ideal date, each of us read a different book on opposite sides of the couch in comfortable silence. Sometimes silent dates are nice, you know, when you're after you've dated for a bit and get to know each other a while. You just have those times where you're just quiet doing your own thing, but it's the nice comfort of having the person you love there. That is really nice. Because it's like you don't have to do everything together, but you can also do things separately and be together. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. What do you never leave home without? My glasses. Actually, I forget them at home a lot. I feel that. I spend a lot of time thinking about... I worry that people who are against e-readers are more in love with the idea of books than actually reading them. That is a very true statement. I actually prefer physical copies of books just because I like having a book. I like this... I don't know, weird, but I like the smell of books. It just feels better to have a book. And over the whole fact of it just easier to read or not. Let's see. Brian. Hey, I'm Brian. I spend most of my days hanging out with my awesome daughter and thinking of new ways to grill things. If you like fishing, then we'll get along. Yeah, you also like to think of new ways to one-up everyone. On a Friday night, you are most likely to see just how slowly I can cook a piece of brisket. If you have one thing to take with you on a desert island, fishing pole. Turn-ons, a keen understanding of steak cuts, alright. What did you want to be growing up? Fireman? Movie genre, romantic comedies, that's surprising. Okay. Nice. What's your ideal date? Deck building. Oh. I thought cards, he means an actual deck, never mind. I was like, oh, cool. Wait. What do you never leave home without? My portable fishing pole. What's the difference? What's a portable fishing pole? What's the difference from a It's collapsible or something? I spend a lot of time thinking about how my daughter is smarter than I am. And everyone else, apparently. Alright, Matt, what you got? Avid music enthusiast, passionate coffee drinker. You can find me most days selling bean juice over at the Coffee Spoon, or hanging out at the park with my amazing daughter. Hit me up about 80s no-wave music. On Friday night, most likely to perfect my cold brew setup one drip at a time, baby. Alright. Had one thing to take on a desert island, find tunes to pass the days away. Turn-ons, multi-instrumentalism. Oh, well. I played guitar for a little bit, that's about it. There's not. I want to learn drums, though. What did you want to be when you grew up? A barista, weirdly enough. Huh, well, congrats. What's your favorite movie? Shit with subtitles. What's your ideal date? We go to the animal shelter and seriously consider adopting a cat. Why just seriously consider? Why not just do it? That would be better. Don't do that. Go and actually adopt. What do you never leave home without? My headphones, both in ear and over ear, just in case. I spent a lot of time thinking about where did writing commas into song titles come from and where did it go? Did we all just agree that it's a bad idea? Okay. Very interesting lineup so far. Then we have Craig, our childhood friend. Dad of 3, business entrepreneur, and fitness enthusiast. Juggling work, family, and fitness is a tough gig, but someone's got to do it. I don't think we're going to get along with the fitness. Our dad's not that dad. On a Friday night, you are most likely to get one last good cardio session in. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? A box of energy bars. What are your turn-ons? A sub 6-minute mile. Oh boy. What did you want to be when you grew up? A beer pong world champion? What's your favorite movie genre? Buddy cop movies forever. Ideal date, scaling a huge dangerous mountain for fun. What do you never leave home without? An extra tube of energy gel. I spent a lot of time thinking about my mild time used to be so good. What happened? Well, have I peaked? I'm a message Damien, I think. Oddly, the vampire man's one of the more normal ones, I feel. A message. Alright, we're going in, chat. We're making him some smooths. Damien seemed really interesting. A little odd, but interesting. I think I should hang out with him and to get to know him a little better. I navigate to Damien's dad book page and type out a message.
Hey dude, you seem cool. We should hang out sometime.
I sit there for a minute before I see that Damien's typing. But then he keeps typing. And typing. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. The fact he's typing is a nice sign. Man, is this guy writing a novel? I'll leave the computer to make some coffee. It's gonna be like one word or a very short sentence. It's just he kept like, either he started by typing one letter and then walked away for a while, or like he kept deleting and restarting it.
And he's still typing.
Oh, I don't need to do the voice. I sip my coffee and the computer finally dings. Yeah, there. Dusk. I must confess my excitement to be receiving your kind letter, for, as you see, I do find myself available to enjoy your company. I must ask for your forgiveness, however, as I believe our first meeting did not paint me in as gentlemanly manner as I would have liked. Oh, whoa, there's more. I would be highly flattered to enjoy your companionship at my residence for an afternoon tea and a stroll around my garden, should it please you. Till then, adieu. Yours humbled, D. A Blood March. Oh, thank you for the halo. I turn over and see a mustache and halo. Very polite, definitely Victorian. Looked up to, interesting. Garden stroll and tea sounds nice though. Not a bad start. I stare at the screen and reread the letter several more times.
Hey Amanda. Dad's got a date.
Kind of, just wasn't called that, but you know. Progress. Amanda pops out of her room. Her eyes are a little puffy, almost as if she'd been crying. Okay, hold up. Nope. We put this aside. Amanda comes first. What's wrong?
Hey, are you alright?
Oh,
Fine.
yeah, totally. I'm cool. No. I just found out that the succulent I've been watering and singing to for the last 3 months was actually made out of plastic. This brings tears? You know what? I'm not gonna be mean. I guess you were invested into it, so I guess that would be a little heartbreaking, but, wow. Even the dirt was fake. Fake dirt? What?
Oh, honey.
Did I replace it? Was it alive and I placed it with a fake one? I could see us being the dad that would do that. Are you sure that's all you're upset about? You have to tell me what's actually wrong. I'm sorry about your plant. I don't know. At the same time, it could be she's just saying that and that's not really the reason, because that seems like a silly reason, but I don't want to jump that it's not. Because it might just actually be, you know? Everyone's different. And she also might not want to tell us yet. She might need time. It might not be a good time while her emotions are high to pry. We could just go along and say, I'm sorry about your plant. Oh, I'm torn. Because I feel like both are the way to... I'm gonna say, I'm sorry.
I can buy you a new one if you want a real one this time.
Huh. That's sweet, but I rescued that plant, and now that I know it's fake, She clenches her fists with determination. I'm still gonna love it no matter what. Is this what being a parent is like? I mean... I don't think you just find out your kid suddenly is made of plastic, but... You know what? Sure. Go. You think that.
Yes, sweetie. Make sure it gets into a good college.
But seriously... Change the subject.
Can you help me with something?
Dad, for the last time, I'm not popping your back pimples. Ew! No! I don't want that either!
No, can you interpret this for me?
It was just a letter to invite you. Why do we need an interpretation? Okay. I turn the computer to Amanda and she squints at Damien's message.
I just don't understand NetSpeak.
It's not NetSpeak.
Like, is this how you kids communicate with each other now?
Oh, totally. This is how the this is not hot new thing. See, Dad? Kids got over saying LOL and LMAO or whatever and decided that what they needed to do was bring it back to the 1800s. Hey, I'm down. Let's do it.
So what do I do?
Where's your pen and quill?
What?
Did you forget to unpack the pen and quill? Dad, how will we address the nobleman in regards to your upcoming debutante ball?
Okay, now I know you're messing with me.
Father, without a proper chaperone, you'll never end up with a suitor worthy of our land. Or our dowry. Or...
So you read Pride and Prejudice for school one time and now you're reciting things you know about it back to me, aren't you?
Hey, I read it too. I've actually seen 4 different movie versions of it. I love Pride and Prejudice.
Oh.
Like, the first 5 pages, then I read a review of the movie. Still got a B, though. I mean, it's not that hard. Yeah, there's not much to have to find out to get a B, I feel.
Great, so what do I say to Damien?
Yeah.
I got this. Amanda reaches over me and types on the keyboard. Oh boy. Sure thing, Regards, Dusk. Amanda hits send and smiles at me. No! I could have did better than that. At least could have threw in a good sir.
Well, I suppose that's that.
Oh gosh, this house. Nice. I like the purples. I know it's supposed to be like a black house, but I dig the purples. I make the short walk over to Damien's house. Well, I guess you can't really call it a house. It's more of a manor. Estate? The Gothic architecture looms above the other homes in the cul-de-sac. I walk past a couple of gargoyles guarding the front door and look around for a doorbell. There doesn't seem to be one. I pull the large, ornately carved bat's head door knocker back, and a hollow sound echoes throughout the house as I strike it against the door. That's creaky. That is creaky. I wait several moments before the door slowly creaks open. Lurch steps in. Yes. I can't do a lurch. It's a little creepy, but I enter the home and take a few steps into the foyer. Nothing the oil portraits of who I assume are dead relatives hanging on the wall. Noting, not nothing. The doggy! Oh my gosh. Interesting. I dig the archaeology with the skulls, dino skulls and stuff. Nice. Unless that's part with the taxidermy stuff that he does. As I'm admiring them, the front door slams shut behind me.
Hello?
Silence. An oil lamp in the corner flickers dimly, casting ominous shadows against the wall. Why do I feel like all the people in these paintings are staring straight at me? Why is it so cold in here? Where's Damien? Dusk, pleasure to have you in my home. Yeah, see, we could walk in. We didn't need to be invited. He needs to be invited in, however. I look up and see Damien standing at the top of a majestic staircase with a walking candle holder.
What's with the door slamming shut?
Oh, sorry. There was a draft.
And the door creaking open when I knocked?
I accidentally left the door unlocked.
And the creepy oil paintings?
I like oil paintings.
Right.
Right. Please, let me show you around.
Okay.
Damien leads me around his house, showcasing his parlor, sitting room, auxiliary sitting room, and the parlor again for some reason. Oh, we're gonna get lost in here. This is one of the older homes on the block, yes, but nowhere near as old as the architecture might suggest. Through extensive renovations, I have been able to craft a residence that is both historically accurate to the Victorian period and equipped with the amenities of any modern dwelling. We walk past the door covered in bumper stickers, caution tape, and a black parade poster. Ah, yes, there's Lucian's door.
Did they listen to My Chemical Romance in the Victorian era?
That's my son's room. You know how the rebellious teenage years are. Onward, onward. There's more to see. But I like MCR, what do you mean? We reach a door at the end of the hall that Damien opens with a flourish. And this is the library. Ooh, I like the library. Favorite room now. Sunlight streams in from floor to ceiling, arched windows. The walls are lined with packed bookshelves, and even more books are scattered over the period-appropriate furniture. Damien is clearly really proud of this room. Look out the window, look at the butterflies. Pick up a book. Hey, we got some hearts. You know, Dusk, in the Victorian era, there was some controversy surrounding reading. Many people thought the more tawdry novels would encourage youths into a life of crime and would cause too much of a distraction from work and school. I pull out a book at random and examine the worn cover. Opening it, I turn to a random page and read aloud. Oh my god, I found a dojin.
Naruto struggled against the chains that Sasuke had bound him with. Shirtless and out of breath, he looked up at Sasuke. Sasuke smirked, unbuttoning his ninja pants. Oh my god!
Quite the 1800s collection. What a wild time to join the stream. Hi, Bronco. Apparently the vampire keeps some Naruto dojins in his... Oh my gosh. Right, let me hand this book back to you. I never want to peer at this with my eyes again. At least, you know, pick a different animated tune. But hello, welcome. We're playing Dream Daddy, hence my mustache. I am Daddy today. We are finding us the perfect dad for our dad.
What?
Okay, I think that's enough. Oh, you got very defensive. Is this actually yours? I was gonna say it's your kid's, but And Damien snaps the book shut and puts it back onto the shelf. That's a rare book from my private collection. Can I see the rest of your private collection? I am very interested now. I want to know what's in there. Look at the butterflies. I look up to the glass display of pin bugs on the wall. It's pretty impressive.
Nice bugs.
I pinned them all myself. Maybe I could show you how sometime.
I'm concerned I would stick the pin right through my finger.
The pinner's gambit.
Is that a thing?
No. Look out the window. Getting all them hearts. That's tough. Fanfic collection, yeah, right? I look to the window and am greeted by a beautiful view of Damien's backyard. It showcases a beautiful view of the rest of the cul-de-sac. Hey, I can see Craig on his lawn. He's doing push-ups with his daughter on his back. Daughters, not just one. Wow, okay. Damn. He sees me and waves happily, doing push-ups with one hand now. Show off. Damn! Did you know that Victorians spend at least 20 hours a week gazing longingly out of full-length windows? I too gaze out a window 20 hours a week. It's called my computer. It's still Windows, right? It counts. He gives me Vincent Valentine vibes. Oh gosh, you're not wrong.
Wait, really?
No, but Victorians did appreciate telling a good joke. I was gonna say, man, that's relatable, but never mind. Hello, Frost. Welcome in. Good to see you. I am playing a Dream Daddy, and I am a daddy today. Finding my perfect daddy. I mean, you guess you aren't wrong. Guess it is Windows. Whatever. See? It's a dad pun. It works. Please, will you join me for tea? I follow Damien to his sitting room where finger foods have already been set out upon a beautiful tiered silver tray. I take a seat on one of the high-backed chairs as Damien pours and serves me some tea. Are you a dummy mommy? No, I'm a subby daddy. Yeah, I said that. I can't believe we're having a high tea. I never thought I'd get to— oh wait, I forgot my voice.
I can't believe we're having a high tea. I never thought I'd get to do this.
Damien smiles to himself.
What?
It's a common misconception that high tea refers to the wealth of or class of the people enjoying it, when in fact the high refers to both the latter time of the day that the working class had to enjoy tea and the height of the tables on which they were served. I totally knew that. I am Victoria. I am a plague nurse. Wrong button. I have put... It is now a mustache plague mask. I love this. But I know my Victorian stuff. For real. I mean, you're getting bunked for being curious. I mean, I did answer you, Kat. I said, and we're not Dommy Mommy, we're Subby Daddy.
Oh,
My dear friend, we're currently enjoying afternoon tea.
that's informative.
Damien takes a seat next to me and serves me a tiny sandwich. Bonks for all of y'all. I appreciate it. I need a good bonkening sometime. Your home is really impressive. Are there a lot of gossip? Maybe I like your cape. Let's see this. Your home is really impressive. Oh, we got the eggplants, everyone. We're making them good smooths.
It seems you've really put a lot of work into this place.
Thank you.
Huh.
No one's ever complimented my home before.
Hell, I can barely get matching salt and pepper shakers in my place, and look at what you've done. I'm kind of jealous.
That's very generous of you to say.
What got you so interested in golf stuff?
She's schmoovin'. I am schmoovin'. Oh, he's slithering into the home and into the bed with that answer. Very much so. We got the Riz here. You see my daddy Riz? Look at this dad stash. Well, when I was a young boy, my father... Oh, no. I had to fight myself to not sing that. Master Riz.
Did he take you into the city? To see a marching band?
Sorry?
Haha, did you guys see a marching band?
There it is! No, yes! I'm afraid I don't understand.
You're serious?
Of course.
But it's, you know, the song Amanda made me listen to.
I don't think Amanda made us listen to it. We listened to that of our own accord. It's a good song.
Seriously?
I'd love to see a marching band. There it is. Alright, thanks. I have to tell you, there's a pretty good one. We'll go and see the Black Parade. I think you'd enjoy that. Nevertheless, I've always had a love for art, history, and fashion. What started off as a small hobby of collecting taxidermied animals grew into a sort of obsession. It's a privilege to be able to appreciate the lives and culture of those who came before us, I think.
Why not go all the way?
I like not dying when I catch a cold. He takes a sip of tea. I can acknowledge that there were many very terrible things about the Victorian era, and I try to live a life that strictly aligns with those ideals. Would be admittedly horrid. But I think it takes a critical mind to truly appreciate something to the fullest, to be cognizant of its flaws, and love it all the same. Tell me, Dusk, do you have any hobbies?
Oh man, I do. Sleeping. But I don't know if I care about anything the way you care about this stuff.
Well, I'd love to hear about your interests. Hearing someone talk about the things they're passionate about is intriguing, and quite honestly, rather attractive. Please, do tell me about your hobbies. Oh boy, here we go. Let's see, what do we get to choose from? Quick, sounds sophisticated. Pinky finger up. This extra salad fork. Yeah, knife at the end, one of the sides, wash my hands up to my elbows. I'm sophisticated. Start sweating. I like watching soap making videos on the internet. That's sophistication. I love me some word jumbles. I learned how to juggle once. I will go with the middle one. 3, juggle! I don't know, I'm feeling the word jumbles. Someone said they learned how to juggle, they would whiz right into my heart. Alright, fine. We'll go with juggle. Everyone likes feeling the juggle. I learned how to juggle once. Oh, he did not like that.
Gravity is an interesting thing, and I believe that juggling is the pinnacle of humankind's interaction with the gravitational arts.
It's fine. Interesting.
I started out with scars, but now I can comfortably juggle balls. Juggling pins is currently, out of my purview.
Damien looks at me quizzically, but shrugs it off. We finish our tea and finger sandwiches. Come, I have one more thing to show you. And nah, it's fine. We go with the funny question, the answer sometimes. That is a beautiful garden. Damien takes me around to the back of his home, where a variety of flowers flourish in beautifully landscaped rows. A small stone path weaves through it, and butterflies flit lazily through the air. My garden.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. Victorians took flowers and floral arrangements very seriously. You see, it was considered uncouth to discuss personal and romantic relationships in public, so lovers and friends alike would use bouquets to send secret messages to each other. Each flower and plant is symbolic of different feelings. I thought they were pretty much symbolic of my allergies. This one's hay fever. This one's pollen allergy. Even more interesting is that one flower could mean different things depending on the other plants it was paired with. One had to be extremely careful, as even the style in which the ribbon was tied around the bouquet affected the message. My message would be just, I'm lazy. Damien leans down and plucks a gorgeous bright orange flower off of a vine. Lilium bulbiferium. I really don't know how to say that, but you know what? It sounded smart. I'm going with it. The orange lily. What do you think this one's means? Thou art the tightest! My loins are ablaze! 3 cheers for sweet revenge. Oh no, it's another song from My Chemical Romance. My loins are ablaze. Thou art the tightest. I'm feeling the first one too. I'm scared of it, but I want to do one. Alright, my loins are ablaze. The orange lily is actually a symbolic of pure hatred. That was not an option for me. Well, and that's precisely why floral arrangements is so challenging. What's your favorite type of flower? Snapdragons, dragons, honeysuckles, or sunflowers? I like honeysuckles, to be honest. I'm gonna go with honeysuckle.
They smell really good. And then you can eat the tiniest little drop of nectar when you pull the stem out.
Hey, I picked well. I'll have to remember that when I put together a bouquet for you. You're making me a bouquet? I want flowers. I've actually never received flowers before, to be honest. I would love that. It would be so nice. He would put together a bouquet for me? Nobody's even ever given me a bouquet before. I like I like honeysuckles, I like lavender, and I like lilies of the valley. Those are pretty, and I like white roses. White and pink roses. Pink roses smell so good. And I like white roses for the meaning, because I know one meaning for flowers. Well, I know what red roses mean, but they're so Red rose means, was it like true love? White rose means mutual love. I think that's nicer. I follow Damien down the footpath and admire more of his beautiful flowers. Suddenly, a phone rings. Oh, Dusk. The music's so low. I can't change it, unfortunately. I must take this. Will you excuse me? He pulls the cell phone out of his pocket. I'm a little surprised it's not a rotary phone. I don't think they have portable rotary phones, me.
Go for it.
Damien smiles and walks back to the house. I take a deep breath and enjoy the heavenly perfumed air. What a lovely yard. This makes me wish I had put a little more effort into that garden. Amanda and I tried to start one time. Our watermelons grew to the size of cherry tomatoes and then immediately died. That's not healthy. Oh hey, a gargoyle. Oh no, I knocked over the gargoyle. How? How did you... It's this big heavy stone. So how did we knock that over? What were we doing? Did we decide I'm gonna put my arm on its head and... Or we dance with? Oh my...
Fix that guard.
Fix that garg? Okay. There we go. Oh, is this one next? I thought it was that one next. What? Oh. There we go.
Go!
I got it. There's no way I got an S. Our secret? Subby Daddy is Buff Daddy too, I guess. I made him a bear. He's not very buff. Ooh, that was a close one. Uh-oh, here comes Damien. He looks upset. Dusk, my sincerest apologies to have kept you waiting. There's an urgent matter that I must attend to, so I'm afraid I must take my leave.
No problem, dude. Everything alright?
Damien worries the hem of his coat with his fingers and looks away. Everything is perfectly fine, but it's Lucian.
What's wrong?
He appears to have, well, his teacher needs me to come to school post-haste.
Do you need help?
Oh no, you don't have to.
Let me come with you. Us dads gotta stick together. Also, I have a rivalry with that kid. He pranked me too many times. I want to laugh at him getting in trouble.
You're right. This is one of Lucian's more elaborate stunts. I would greatly treasure having another parent by my side.
Let's go.
Damien and I walk into the school and are immediately greeted by an anxious-looking Hugo. Hey Damien, you're here in record time. I wouldn't miss it for the world, dear friend. Wow, whatever it is, it doesn't seem like this is Hugo and Damien's first time to the My Kids Are in Trouble rodeo.
Huh.
What is it this time?
Oh.
Damien, you have to see to believe. Damien and I fall into step behind Hugo, who leads us through the busy corridors of the school. We pass by several classes in session, and I vaguely wonder if Amanda's around. Hugo eventually ushers us into a small boiler room with a flight of rickety stairs leading down into the darkness. What kind of cult of Cthulhu is this kid up to in the boiler room? Watch your step. I can hear faint voices drifting up from the basement, and they don't sound happy. As I'm led into the depths of the school, I recall the antics I got into as an angsty middle schooler. At least I had enough sense to stay out of creepy basements. Interesting friend you got there. We find another teacher in a boiler room, tucked away in the back of the basement. With him are Lucian and Ernest, Hugo's son. Lucian has a bloody nose. Thanks for coming. I can't make heads or tails of this. I look around the scene of the crime and see a bunch of bricks and some masonry tools scattered around.
Huh.
What happened here? Ernst punched me. Lucian tried to kill me.
What?
The room falls silent. I was not trying to kill you, dumbass. I was just trying to build a brick wall around you and see what would happen. What? Kids. Yeah, the normal child. Let me just build a brick wall around you. You promised me there was wine down here. You tricked me. This story is getting more wild. Why would you believe that? Whoa. Wait a second. Lucian, did you try to... Cask of Amontillado, an Ernest. Oh, he went Edgar Allan Poe on him? What the heck? Yeah. Wow, man, I haven't read that book in forever. Love Edgar Allan Poe stuff. That's really disturbing. At least he didn't go for the heart one. That would have been more creepy. Oh gosh. I'm neither confirming or denying that. I predicted the dialogue. Yeah, you did. Good job. I turned to Damien and whispered to him.
What's Cask of Amontillado?
I can't say it right. I know what it is, I just can't say it right. Okay, Catsy. It's a class Edgar Allan Poe's short story where a man gets his enemy drunk, lures him down to his cellar with the promise of wine of a fine vintage, then buries him alive behind a brick wall. It's a lovely story. I actually really like Edgar Allan Poe stuff, so you know what? I agree with you. I actually have a plaque that says Nevermore with a bunch of ravens on it. I love it so much.
So wait, Lucian, you tried to do that to him?
I was curious to see how it would turn out. I wasn't actually gonna leave him there.
What was the thought process here? That Ernest was just going to sit still while you slowly build a tomb around him?
Well, it worked for like 20 minutes because he's an idiot. But then he realized that I had lied about so he was literally sitting there 20 minutes letting him do it until he's like, well, maybe not. Like, maybe the kid kind of deserved it. I'm not... Wow. Wow, okay. Average teenager thought process, yeah. Sure, dude, just assert your dominance. Start building a wall around him back. What an idiot. And you were cackling maniacally. That sort of tipped me off. Ernest, 20 minutes? Dad, I am not bright.
Huh?
It took you 20 minutes, son? We just did an entire 2-week unit on the Cask of Amontilla, and it took you 20 minutes to realize Lucian was leading you into an elaborate ruse? Did you even read this story? Probably not. I read the first 5 pages, then read a review of the movie.
What?
It's only 5 pages long, and there is no movie. Haha, yeah, you're right. I paid Lucian to read it for me. Actually, he didn't even pay me, so when you think about it, this was me teaching him a lesson. He was just giving him a hands-on approach of teaching. Damien and Hugo both have their heads in their hands. You guys are always telling me to engage in the literature, and I did. I don't see a problem here. Alright. I'm filing this under what the hell. Don't do whatever that was again. You two are both suspended for a week. This is the plot, dude, right? Man, I don't know about, like, my daughter's in this school. I think I might just pull her. She could just go straight to college. She don't need to finish school. I think she'd be better off. Ernest and Lucian, high five. The teacher starts to stomp up the stairs. Hugo, I'll cover your class. Take your son home. Mr. Bloodmarch, you too. Thank you for your meditation. We all head up the stairs and out of the school in tense silence. My gosh. Besties after attempted murder, right? I'm like, watch. He tries to invite him for wine again, and I feel like he'd still fall for it. Lucian, Damien, and I all pile into my car and begin the drive home. Lucian immediately puts his hood up and stares out the window angrily. He's just missing his CD player and to start thinking he's in a music video while looking out the window. I'm not going to therapy again. Are you sure? Then stop doing things that make it seem like you really should go to therapy. I know, son. It's entirely up to you whether or not you want to go. Okay, you're a nice father, but you might be a little too lenient. But I care about you and I can see that you're struggling, so if you just decide that you would like to speak to a professional about your feelings, we can do that too. Maybe you could spend this next week looking for a summer job, I know how much you want your own car. I can't believe Damien's keeping his cool. I'm impressed. Fine. Thanks for not freaking out too hard. I love you, son. Lucian continues staring out of the window. Love you too. Aww. He's good dad. But I feel like this acting out might be you not putting your foot down at all. You need to do a teeny bit. But that's actually very good. We spend the rest of the drive in relative silence. The moment we pull into the driveway, Lucian hops out of the car, slams the door, and runs us. Okay, why are we slamming the door? We just... Teenagers. I didn't expect to have that conversation in front of you. He and I have a lot we need to work out.
It's alright. And all things considered, Lucian's bricklaying was pretty good, so there's your silver lining.
He can get into, like, that as a contractor or something.
Oh.
There is that, yes. He's probably just going through a phase. I really admire how you handle this.
You were a lot more diplomatic with him than I would have been.
I just want what's best for him, and I don't think yelling at him would do either of us any favors.
It rarely does. You're a good dad.
He has a future laid out for him, but I'm like laying out the bricks. Hey! You like that? I'm gonna take a sip of my drink.
See you around soon.
It would be my honor and my pleasure. Damien bows with a flourish. Classy. I come home to find Amanda curled up on the couch with a blanket watching TV. I plop down next to her. Yo!
What you watching?
Tiny House Hunting Brothers Extreme Edition. Oh gosh, the tiny houses. Those shows are wild. The houses people find, and like how much they still fit into them too. It's like impressive.
Ugh, I hate this show.
The couple on screen bickers back and forth while standing in an extremely small house made out of recycled bottles. The Tiny House Hunting Brothers watch them with bemused expressions, both of their heads touching the low ceiling. I told you I wanted a 2-bed, 2-bath, shabby chic cottage. This house doesn't even have a bathroom. But honey, the outhouse is only 20 yards away. It's not that bad. I am not pooping outside, Greg. Yeah, Greg. But honey, think of all the money we could save. We could go on traveling and all that stuff. Is the traveling and pooping outside?
Why don't they just get a regular sized house?
I don't know. How'd afternoon tea go?
It got strange. We had to go to the school to pick up Lucian since he tried to.
Oh.
He lured Ernest down to the cellar with the promise of a fine vintage and then tried to brick him into the wall, right?
How did you know that? Has everyone read this story except for me?
Lucian live streamed the entire— What the heck? I hope he didn't do it for free though, at least he's charged. Wait, are you subbed to Lucian? Is this what this is, Amanda? He live streamed it.
This entire day is beyond me. But otherwise, it was a fun day. That Damien's guy's a character, but he's really good company, and a surprisingly diplomatic dad.
I dig his style.
You know what? Me too.
Bro is gonna be famous for real. Wow. Date complete. Poe. Basement Fang.
Simply marvelous.
We got an A? Heck yeah. Wojusama. Cell phone holster. Relaxed dad. Fang. Basement. Interesting. We got a good date. During my afternoon world jumbles, I hear the mail truck pull through the cul-de-sac. I wonder if we got any coupons today. The nice mail person slides a couple letters in a large yellow envelope through the slot. It takes a couple of tries for them to get in.
Hey, my coupons.
I take a closer look at the large yellow envelope. I lightly knock on Amanda's door. She probably has headphones on.
Amanda?
She yells through the door. What?
I have something for you.
I'm kind of busy right now. Can you come back later? It's a package. That's how you get them to come running.
Okay, just thought you'd want this big old envelope we got from HIA.
Immediately, Amanda pushes her door open. Horn Institute for the Arts?
I mean, if you're busy, I can come back.
Father, please. I hand her the envelope, which she tears open with her teeth.
That's probably bad for your teeth.
She doesn't seem to hear me and spits out a piece of envelope. I like her room. She pulls out a letter and unfolds it.
And?
The suspense is killing me. This is her dream school. Amanda's face is unreadable. I can't believe this.
Oh, honey. It's okay if you didn't—
Yeah.
I got in!
Oh. Oh, honey, it's okay.
I got in! Amanda tosses the letter aside and gives me a big hug.
Congrats, sweetie. That's amazing. I'm so proud of you.
She pulls away and looks at the letter again. Oh my god, I really can't believe I got in.
Well, of course you got in. You're a great student. You nailed that interview, and your photography is incredible.
Wait, Dad? I know this one's really expensive and it's so far away. Sorry, I'm about to date a really rich baron. I think for a moment HIA was one of the more expensive schools that Amanda applied to, but I know she's had her heart set on it for the longest time.
Oh, it'll be tough, but we're gonna make it work.
Really?
Of course.
Amanda hugs me again. Thanks, Dad.
Okay, sweetie, we're celebrating tonight. Dinner, your choice, wherever you want.
Yeah.
Wherever? Man, we'll meet up with the expensive college and go for an expensive dinner. We'll go all out. We're a good dad. Amanda and I walk along the bayside, tearing into our foil-wrapped burritos from a nearby food truck. Huh, she didn't pick too bad.
You could have chosen anywhere in Maple Bay. Cost was not a determining factor.
Please, Dad, you know I'm a simple gal. Just give me a Rito with a view. Amanda's good. This is just me. Sometimes cheaper is nicer. Yeah, aw.
I can't say I'm mad.
Amanda and I sit on a patch of grass and watch ships sail lazily through the bay.
Yeah.
And the dorms are right near a bunch of cafes, and there are all these galleries nearby, and there's a discount if you bring your student ID and...
Amanda, slow down. You're gonna choke on your burrito.
I know, I'm just excited. Did I mention that students get their own studio space once they're seniors? And we get all the professional photo editing software for free? That's amazing. That's great. It's nice to see Amanda so enthusiastic about HIA, but I wish she wouldn't do it in between bites of her burrito. I thought I taught her to chew with her mouth closed. I wonder who my roommate's gonna be. You take a survey online and they match you with someone with a similar major and interests. I bet we're gonna be best friends.
Craig and I were. A good roommate can be a lifelong friend. But don't ever even get me started on bad roommates.
Oh no.
I'm just kidding, we didn't have a bad roommate. Our only other roommate was a puppy that Craig brought home one night. We spent a semester fabricating a story about our new foreign exchange student who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. Good excuse. Good play. Carl ruled.
Oh, they let you have animals in the dorms if you get a note saying you need one? I bet I could forge one. I think I'd get a rabbit. Or maybe a snake. Or maybe both. Would a snake eat a rabbit, though?
Oh boy, I think I'll leave all that up to you.
Please don't put the rabbit and snake together. She's so excited, I don't want to disappoint her, but I need to be real for a second.
So you know I had that talk with Mr. Vega.
He didn't tell you about the dumpster fire, did he?
What?
No, what? Wait, what dumpster fire? We'll have that conversation later.
Huh?
I don't want to put a damper on the good news, but I need you to knock it out of the park with these last few months of school, okay? If you really want to go to Horns, we need that scholarship money. I know you could do it.
Okay. Oh, she looks like she's about to cry now. I promise I'll try harder. I pat her on the back.
Think you can handle a 14-hour drive to come home for the holidays? There's gonna be some treacherous ice roads to cross. And don't even get me started on the paranormal occurrences.
Well, it'll be worth it if I get to see you. My eyes immediately well up with tears. Oh, Dad, don't cry.
Sorry, I'm just very, very proud of you. You're all grown up now, and you're such a good person, and I hope you know how important you are to me.
Dad, stop. You're gonna make me cry too. Oh gosh, the dad crying is the worst. It always makes me cry too.
It's too late, honey. It's happening.
Dad, I can't get tears in my burrito. It's gonna make it taste sad. We do not need sad burritos. That is a crime against humanity. I pull Amanda in for a hug and kiss her on the forehead.
Love you, kiddo.
Huh. Love you too, Pops.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Welcome, you got dads. That's great. Oh my gosh. This game is wild. Alright. We got a message from Craig. Hey buddy, so I have a favor to ask, alright? Robert invited me over for dinner. And I know it's kind of a faux pas to invite another bro, but yes, I know the guy for years and I still can't get a good read on him, and I know it's going to be super awkward if I go by myself. Will you please come with me? Why the eggs? Why buy the eggs?
I love food. I especially love food that's free. And I don't know why you're so sweaty over cooking, but sure. Yeah, dude, I'm down.
I didn't agree. Well, you didn't give me a choice. I need to go talk to Damien. Thank you.
I really hope that's a sweat of relief.
Eat that dinner? Yeah, eggs and sweaty. I guess because he's cooking. That doesn't sound too bad. I could definitely go for free food, but why is Craig being so apprehensive? Does he know something about Robert that I don't know. Robert is the type of person that's so aloof. He probably killed someone. We don't know if it's true or not. I hurry up and reply before my dad brain can work itself into a paranoia spiral. Yeah, dude, I'm down. Thank you! Craig and I decide to meet up before heading over to Robert's place. Oh, so we're at Robert's. Interesting. Am I the third wheel here? I'm gonna hype. Am I the hype man? You got this, bro! You go get him, tiger. Craig's waiting on my porch, bottle of white wine in hand.
Nice.
Dusk! Boy, am I glad to see you.
Likewise, man. Classy of you to bring wine.
Oh, it's not wine. It's sparkling apple cider. Robert literally has a wine cellar, so I think he's good. He has a whole wine cellar? Good grief.
Wow.
Or at least I think he has a wine cellar. I'm generally unsure if he was telling the truth or not. I can never tell him. Yeah, he is an interesting one.
Oh.
Thank God it's not just me. I never know.
He's so deadpan about everything. I usually just laugh it off, but man, that guy's an enigma. We start walking over to Robert's house.
Does Robert even know how to cook? I have sincere doubts about whether he even knows how to shave properly. Or iron his shirts. I feel like you learn to cook after you learn those two first.
Hey.
I learned to cook first. I don't know about you. One time I saw him grab a hot dog from a trash can. Ugh. I mean, it was at the very top of the trash can, like sitting above it, but still, if he were on trial, I think the jury would define this as in the trash.
In his defense, I've definitely considered grabbing food from the top of the trash before.
Ew! No. If it touched stuff, no. Well, yeah, I think we've all considered it, but the difference is that Robert actually did it. I don't think we've all considered it. Maybe some.
True. Maybe he's the enlightened one. Maybe we're holding ourselves back.
Oh.
We arrive at Robert's house and ring the doorbell. But the doorbell won't chime. Must be broken. Craig knocks on the door a few times.
Since when does Robert have a dog?
Did he steal the dog? I don't trust anything about Robert. I don't know, that's weird. I can hear Robert just inside. 1 second. This is uncharted territory, Dusk. What if he's the one making barking noises and there's no dog? Okay, Craig, I think you're losing it.
Don't say that. We're not even inside yet.
Oh.
Finally, the door opens. Robert looks a little surprised to see me.
Oh.
Dusk! Didn't know you'd be tagging along.
Oh.
Did Craig not tell Robert I was coming? Come on, Craig.
I can leave if there's not.
Nice.
No, it's fine. Come on in. Are we going to be able to get out? I don't trust... Interesting. Oh gosh, it's messy. We enter Robert's living room, which is surprisingly really nice. Super messy, but still nice. I like the stick bug picture, especially. Make yourselves at home. We can still hear barking from the other room.
Oh.
I didn't know you have a dog, Robert. Oh yeah, that's Betsy. Have to put her up when guests are over. She'll calm down in a bit.
What kind of dog is she?
Pitbull. Rescued her from a dogfighting ring a few years back. She hates strangers. If I let her out right now, I would probably have to take you both to the ER. Craig and I make eye contact. He raises an eyebrow at me.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Anyways, dinner should be ready in a minute. Hope you guys like ossobuco. What? What's that? Robert leaves the room, presumably to go to the kitchen. Craig leans in and whispers, Was the dogfighting thing real or was he kidding?
I don't know.
Hey.
What's ossobuco? I don't know!
Oh.
Did he make that word?
Until I have also Boko in front of me, we can only assume so.
We sit in silence for a second, taking in Robert's living room.
Are we about to get sawed?
We need an escape plan. There's a window behind us. There was the door that way.
Oh.
Nah, usually you wake up in those situations. We voluntarily walked into this one. Robert finally walks into the room, carrying 3 paper plates of steaming food like a waiter. I don't have a dining table. Don't trust them, so we're eating here. Why don't you trust a dining table? What's wrong with dining tables? Okay.
Hey.
Also, I don't have real people plates. Hope that's okay. Robert sets plates in front of us on the coffee table. I still can't tell what it is. Looks like meat, maybe. Lots of sauce. I can make out some vegetables. I think that might be rice, but it could also be pasta. Guess there's only one way to find out. Alright. Remember me, chat. We're about to dig in. I may not come out of this. I take a bite.
Bro!
Oh my god.
I take another bite. The melody of flavors in this dish is amazing. The meat is so tender and the risotto, I think that's what it is so creamy. Gags? Ah, it sounds like the opposite.
Robert, this is really incredible. You cooked this?
I fished it out of the dumpster behind the restaurant. Or at least I think it was a restaurant. Don't do this to me.
Bro!
Can you believe people just throw this stuff away? I almost gag. There it is. Yeah, that now is the gagging. I'm kidding. I look over at Craig, who looks wary but still has his mouth full. He gives Roberts a thumbs up. Glad you like it. Where did you learn how to cook like this? Worked at a restaurant in Spain for a hot second. Is he messing with us? I decided to play along.
You lived in Spain?
After I dropped out of college, I went backpacking through Europe, crashing on couches, sleeping in hostels, wherever. Totally broke. Worked a couple of odd jobs wherever I could to scrape together some cash. This guy likes telling stories. He's one of those people.
Hey.
One night I'm eating dinner at this little restaurant just outside of Madrid. I go to pay and I realize I spent the last of my money on booze the night before.
Hey.
He's probably one of those that tells so many stories that now he believes his own stories. I'm in the middle of ditching when the manager catches me and puts me to work in the kitchen. Long story short, they ended up liking me so much they offered me a job. Why not, right? Started living with some distant relatives on my ma's side. Over the course of 2 years, I worked my way up from busboy to sous chef. Learned a lot. Craig and I wait for the punchline. What night watchman did he swindle to get back to the States? Who did the con in a game of poker in the back room of a speakeasy for safe passage in the crew quarters of a cargo ship? Wow, that was a sentence.
Hey.
Anyway, I still love to cook. I don't know what's real anymore, but this food's so good I kinda don't care.
That's amazing.
It really is, to be totally honest. I wasn't expecting gourmet cooking here, especially not served on paper plates. I don't care about presentation. If the food is good, it should speak for itself. That I agree on. I get tired of those like places you go and you get these tiny plates of fruit food, and it's like barely enough for like 2 bites. Give me a full plate. Don't care about making it artsy. It tastes better. This osso buco is screaming for itself. And paper plates are just as good as regular plates if you double them up. Also, no dishes, which is the better reason.
Hey, is it bad if I ask for seconds?
Help yourself, but save some room for dessert. I made lemon berry severin. What is that? And more words made up? Well, aren't you just full of... Craig looks over at me.
Hey.
Surprises. Robert winks. You bet I am. You can come over for dinner anytime. Craig.
Nice.
I'm gonna go get seconds.
Me too.
After consuming way more ossobuco than my body could handle, and then really ensuring a later food coma, with a generous serving of whatever Savarin was, Craig and I decided to head out. Thanks for coming. I'm making an attempt to be more social.
Well, we're always happy to stop by if you want company.
Especially if there's ossobuco involved. I'm gonna keep saying it different. I think we were a great wingman and we got free food.
Got dads.
Alright. Back to Damien. We have a heart! Let's message him. We have our sights on one. We're going for that one. I have eyes for one. I'm not a two-timer. I had a lot of fun hanging out with Damien the other day. I wonder what he's up to. I open up Dad book and start writing him a message when Amanda walks in the door. Dad, you got a letter.
Oh, is it from Grandma?
No, it's from Damien.
Whoa, can I see it?
Amanda hands me a piece of old parchment folded into an envelope and sealed with purple wax. Damn, the dude goes all out. The man sent me a whole Phantom of the Opera letter. He hearts us indeed. I pry off the seal and unfold the letter. In the most beautiful calligraphy, the letter reads. I actually tried to learn calligraphy. It's hard, but it's cool. I like the style. Dearest Dusk, I hope you'll find my continued correspondence endearing. Rather than trying, one can only hope that my use of the slower, more traditional form of communication will showcase my sincere and earnest sentiment that I greatly enjoyed our time together. I write this hastily under the warm embrace of excitement, fearful that I may misstep and speak towards something unwelcome. For now I hope that you might forgive my boldness. I will simply say that your company has greatly occupied my thoughts. While the afternoon may have been derailed by forces unforeseen, your companionship helped a great deal, not only in the discipline of my child, but in the morale of my spirit. And for that, I thank you. That said, Dusk, if you allow me, it would mean the world to me if I could enjoy more of your time. Perhaps a trip to the cinema, followed by a moonlit stroll, would be to your taste. I eagerly await your response. With great respect, D. Bloodmarch. Gosh dang, when they write love letters, right? That fancy too. The good paper. I'm down for a movie and a moonlit stroll. Let's go. Min and I both look up from the letter. Wow.
He's good.
So you gonna catch a movie with him?
Yeah, I better message him on Dad Book and let him know.
Amanda slaps my laptop shut.
Whoa!
You have to write him back. A real letter. But it won't get there in time.
But my handwriting looks like two toddlers fighting over a crayon.
Hey!
Dad, you have to. He wrote you a letter. That's so cool. Am I gonna have to play a mini game where I write with my mouse? Oh no.
Will you help me? I need to class this up.
Father, I was made for this. Here's what you do. Find tickets to a show that you two will like, then enclose them in the letter.
Oh, that's classy.
Amanda and I hop onto my laptop and peruse showtimes.
He doesn't seem like a romantic comedy type of guy.
Yeah!
Oh, here's one. Vampire Crusade 2.
Yeah!
Evil never dies.
I don't know, that sounds kind of stupid.
Actually, it's a critically acclaimed exploration into the uni of existence. It really turns the vampire trope on its head.
Really?
Nah, there's just a lot of blood in vampire titles. Or titties. Oops, I missed. Sounds like a great film, though.
Well, let's roll the dice.
Eh?
I purchased the tickets and print them out, then sat down at the table with Amanda to try drafting a nice letter. I start writing.
Damien.
I do hope this letter finds you in good health. Hey, good morrow to you this finding. Titles aside. I just made it the PG version, alright? I'm gonna do the first one. Good one. What's next? Hey, remember when your son tried to cask a Parmento, that kid? You've been good. I must confess my amateur control of the written word. I'll do this one. Jeez, Dad, have some faith in yourself. Okay, we're trucking along. I'm gonna just read things. Let him know how you're feeling. You find me in good spirits, for I felt very much the same after our last encounter. I did very much enjoy the adventure we found ourselves in last we met. That earnest shit was pretty messed up. I'll go with the first one. Nice.
Yeah!
Ask him to hang out already.
True art takes time, Amanda.
Well, a strange turn of events, I found myself enamored of the situation at hand. Like Bruegel's landscape with the fall of Icarus, I find myself lost in your details. Let me get at that. How blunt do I want to be? I'm gonna do this one. Bring it home, Pops. Let me take you out. I got 2 tickets to the movies. I would very much enjoy your company. Accompany me to the cinema. It would bring me great pleasure to escort you to the cinema. Between these two. I'll do this one. Smooth. Calling it the cinema is a classy move. Enclosed, you'll find 2 tickets to Vampire Crusade 2: Evil Never Dies, which I'm sure you will find both titillating and enjoyable. Hard daps, best wishes, namaste will carry on for the... Oh my gosh, there's more My Chemical Romance references will carry on. Best wishes. And then I sign my name, my full name. Fancier that way. Dusk, a daddy issue. Yeah, that's the last name I gave him.
Is this okay?
Amanda reads over my sloppy handwriting. Oh, that's beautiful. That's great. Hey, it's legible, and that's important. I hope it's finding good health. I must confess to my amateur control of the written word as well as my even more amateur penmanship. You spelled his name wrong.
What?
Nah, just trying to keep you on your toes. Now all you have to do is seal it and put it in his mailbox.
Can I seal it with tape?
That's not authentic enough. I have an idea. I'll be right back. Amanda leaves to the room and returns with a candle, a lighter, and a small piece of wood. Oh boy, we're getting real fancy. You gotta have a wax seal. She lights the candle, which starts to burn down and form a pool of melted wax.
What's the other thing?
Amanda pours some of the wax onto the folded letter and expertly presses the small piece of wood into it. She lets it dry for a second and pulls the wood away, revealing, here it is, your sigil. A little kitten with a bow on its head. Awesome. Top tier wax sigil. I like it. Scrapbooking stuff always comes in clutch.
Well, I guess all there is to do is to deliver it to his doorstep.
No. Oh, I thought we were getting a carrier pigeon to do it. I already called my guy. You have a pigeon guy? What the heck? Who are these people you know, Amanda? I have a pigeon guy. Marcus has the good pigeons. Don't get your pigeons from Anthony. They're no good.
I don't want to know if any of this is true.
I head outside and walk over to Damien's house. I slip the letter into the slot in his door and go back home. Mission accomplished?
Now we play the waiting game.
I guess we'll see. Do they show up, or am I going to be let down? The night finally rolls around where I'm supposed to meet with Damien. The next day he had left another beautifully crafted letter thanking me for mine and agreeing to the evening. Amanda helps me pick out a nice outfit, and I show up to the theater a little bit early. It's a chilly night, and the theater is kind of crowded, but it's still nice. How do you do?
Was it raining?
Did it just start raining? What was that? I jump at the sound of his voice and turn around to see Damien right behind me.
You almost gave me a heart attack. How long were you there for?
I don't know. I just woke up. My apologies for frightening you.
Was that thunder? Is it gonna rain soon?
I didn't hear anything.
What?
What?
What? Regardless, the hour grows close. Shall we take our seats in the cinema? I must thank you again for purchasing our tickets. Please, allow me to repay the deed in Sour Patch Kids or perhaps Milk Duds.
Let's do it.
We get in line to buy snacks. As we're waiting, I hear a familiar voice behind us. Ugh, my dad's here. Why? Why does Lucian have to be here? Gosh darn it. What Edgar Allan Poe movie stuff are you gonna pull this time? Young Frankenstein vibes. Oh man, I still need to see that movie. I have that movie somewhere. I need to watch it. I turn around. I know a little bit of it. I turn around to find Lucian standing a few feet behind us with a gaggle of other goth kids. Lucian, how nice to see you. I didn't know you were coming to the theater. I'm glad to see you spending some quality time with your friends. Whatever, Dad. And what movie will you be attending tonight? My friends are making me see some kids' movie about talking animals. I don't really care about it. It's probably his idea. It's so quotable, I highly recommend it. All I know, isn't it like The Brain Abby Normal or something like that? That's all I can remember being told about it. Or something. There was like some wild stuff in it. Yes, yeah. See, I know about it because my family saw it and was always telling me funny stuff about it, and I just never sat and watched it myself. Well, I do hope you enjoy your evening. We'll be watching Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies. Funny, like, horror film movies, like, comedy ones I like. I like some old films, because I grew up watching, like, really old films. My mom loved having me watch things from, like, 50s, 60s. And I love the old Abbott and Costello films, like Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein or Dracula and stuff. Those were fun. And Could Be Worse, Could Be Raining Starts Pouring. I always quote it when it's pouring. That's great. Well, I do hope you... Oh yeah, we already read this. You watching that?
Yeah, I thought Damien would enjoy it.
Huh, good luck with that, Dad. Lucian rejoins his friends and I look over to Damien.
Good luck with what?
It's nothing. My son loves to tease. We wait in line for a little longer. Damien buys us snacks. He seems a little nervous. I wonder what's wrong. Is it a movie about, like, fighting vampires? Is this why? Damien and I take our seats and settle in for previews. Glancing at him, I could see that he's sweating profusely and gripping his armrest. Is everything okay? I'll check on him. That's just a decent, courteous thing to do. Yeah. Everything is perfectly fine. I'm so, excited for this film. I'm a devoted patron of the arts, especially the scary arts. The scarier the art, the better. Oh, is he actually scared of horror films? Is he actually, like, he likes gothy stuff, but he's actually terrified? Because I feel that. Because that's me. I love all the horror stuff, and I'm way too, I'm a baby.
Do you have a favorite horror movie?
Of course I have a favorite horror movie. Mine is Halloween Town. Halloween Town! Terrifying, great Disney movie.
Oh, interesting.
That's odd. I don't seem to remember Halloween Town being that scary. I would have expected him to bring up some sort of strange foreign horror film that I'd never seen before. Damien's knuckles are turning white. It looks like he's about to rip the armrest off. Wait a second.
Damien, are you afraid of horror movies?
What?
You must be joking. I love horror movies. The lights dim for the film. Alright, cool. Hand-holding time. It's... Chat, look away. There might be some hand-holding. Ah! Oh my gosh, a scream. Damien screams. I apologize. I was thinking about something far scarier than this movie, which is not scary at all. We settle in as the film starts. I offer Damien some licorice and he takes one. I take note of how much his hands are shaking. The title flashes across the screen in bloody letters. Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies. A pale man with long silver hair, glittering red eyes, and well-oiled abs sits up in a coffin. That doesn't sound scary. That sounds very enchanting. Premarital hand-holding, indeed. Awaken, my coven. Romulus blood? What was that name? Two more vampires slide at the tops of their stone coffins onto the floor. Demetrius Mormont, these names. Brother, is it time? Carmela von Ruden. Yes, husband, but also mortal enemy, it is time. The three look at each other and then to the camera. Romulus, Demetrius, and Carmela. For the Vampire Crusade. This rules. The trio of vampires fly off into the night as foreboding organ music plays in the distance. I somehow get lost in the movie. As dumb as it sounded, it is actually a pretty fun flick. We get to a tense moment in the movie where Romulus Trueblood sits at a truce meeting with the general of the human army, whose wife Romulus has fallen in love with. Oh no, there's tension. There's intrigue. Romulus is in drama. It is good to finally meet you. General, I agree. It's good to finally blood you.
What?
Womp bomb bomb! Romulus leaps out and slashes his general's throat. Blood splatters everywhere, over everything, including the camera. And Damien screams again, reflexively grasping my hand. Oh, there it is! I immediately blush, forgetting about any vampires or blood for vampiric blood.
What?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Damien retracts his hand and places it back in his lap. writing a novel in my head about blood magic, and I got to an extremely scary section. Damien goes back to quietly stressing over the movie. It's kind of cute that he won't admit he's afraid of it. I wish he would hold my hand again. Maybe I could do something to try to make him feel more comfortable. I've got it. I'll do what all dads do best. Talk during the movie. Why is this a true thing? Why is this true? No, just take his hand back, gosh darn it. Point out a plot hole, tell a dad joke. Point out a plot hole, ask what's happening. Point out a plot hole.
Did you notice how that guard fired 7 bullets, but his zone only holds 6 bullets?
Yes, that is absolutely unforgivable from a filmmaking standpoint.
It's almost unwatchable.
It's funny how it's so much easier to point out tiny mistakes in the work of others than it is to actually go create your own thing, huh? Ah, yes, the true modern cinema experience. Go and try and criticize every movie you see nowadays.
Hey, look, that's an anachronism.
I don't know what that word is. The rest of the movie goes by relatively smoothly with only a few whimpers from Damien. Maybe he would have liked the romantic comedy better. We get to the final scene in the movie where Romulus' bloodbath and the general's wife embrace each other in his crypt. It appears that the true vampire crusade was the vampire crusade in our hearts. Yeah, our cold, unbeating hearts. These jokes. Romulus and the general's wife begin making out hard.
Oh my.
The film fades to black, and the end appears on the screen. But then it hard cuts to Demetrius and his rival lover Carmilla, who watch the two from afar. Oh no, twist ending. Our bloodline has been pure for 1,000 years. Romulus has betrayed us. By loving a human woman, it will only be a short time before the next Vampire Crusade 3, evil must die again. More thunder, more ominous organs, the movie fades out again, and a bloody question mark now accompanies the end. That was a ride. Damien and I walk out of the movie theater amidst throngs of chattering moviegoers. He's a little more pale than I remember, but otherwise he's survived the encounter. He even seems kind of invigorated. What an interesting film. While the premise admittedly struck me as pedestrian, I was intrigued by its harrowing love story and great attention to detail in regards to vampiric lore.
Yeah, it was pretty good. A lot more vampire
Titties than I thought there would be. The Vampire Crusade 3, the jiggling. Come the night is young, let's take a stroll. Damien is making a point of not telling me where he's taking me. Still, I'm enjoying the walk and the cool night air. Being alone here with Damien is a lot better than being in a crowded theater.
Lovely night, isn't it?
As lovely as the company, yes. You make me blush. He thinks I'm lovely. Aww. Damn, okay, here comes a smooth response. Thanks. Cool. Okay. Nah, we're just gonna say thanks. There's nothing unsmooth about being honest. Thanks. No problem. Crushed. By being polite. Heck yeah. We both stand there feeling a little awkward. I sure am one smooth operator.
Are you getting a little hungry? We could maybe stop off and grab something to eat.
Oh.
Worry not, friend. I have a plan. We turn the corner and greeted by the gates of a cemetery? What?
Are we going in there?
A little bit of Victorian flavor. Dusk, trust me. I'm allergic to grave dust, though. This music. I'm a bit nervous, but Damien hasn't led me wrong yet. I follow his lead as we walk into the cemetery. Statues of angels stare down at us as we follow a path through the faded tombstones. As we crest a small hill, we get a beautiful view of the city. The nightlights sparkle around us. I gotta hand it to him. For being in a cemetery, this is strangely romantic. Picnicking in graveyards is an old Victorian tradition. An appropriate finish to an evening after a vampire movie, wouldn't you say? With a flourish, Damien produces a blanket and a picnic basket. Aw, a picnic is nice.
Wait, where were you hiding that?
In that cape. That cape is a mystery. Under my cloak. See? It was the cape.
Oh, right.
Damien unfolds the blanket and we both sit down, gazing out at the city lights. He produces a bottle of red wine and a fine selection of cheeses. Cheese? Ari, yeah, he's got my heart. I love cheese. Damien is adorable. He is.
Oh.
In the Victorian era, there were no public art galleries, parks, or botanical gardens to speak of. Once rural graveyards became a more popular alternative to church burials, they became the only place that people could see beautiful plant life and fine sculptures. They were really artsy in the past, though. Like, if you've seen, like, Phantom of the Opera, like, movies and stuff, the way they depict the cemetery, it was like there were statues everywhere. It wasn't just, like, regular. You didn't have normal tombstones. You had, like, whole artistic things.
That makes sense. This is pretty nice. I have a question, though. How are you so okay with being in a graveyard, but you had trouble handling a scary movie?
Oh my.
I wasn't. He sighs deeply. Okay, yes, I was extremely scared by that movie. I was not writing a book about blood magic in my head. I just have never been good at those. I just feel as if because of how I look and act, people expect me to love horror films. So I must play the part. Truth be told, I don't know if I have the constitution for them at times. I mean, fair, you could be into something while not into other things. Nothing wrong with that. You can enjoy goth, but not be into the whole goth thing. No, don't have to be so one-dimensional.
Damien, I'm so sorry. If I had known, I would have suggested another movie.
It's quite alright. I actually did find myself enjoying this one thanks to your help. Graveyards, however, I think there's something rather beautiful about death. Cemeteries are traditionally built away from cities, away from the realm of the living, and it keeps us rather separated from it. To acknowledge death and become comfortable with it, I think gives us a certain intimate knowledge of ourselves. To sit amongst generations of those who came before us, to be truly alive in the midst of so much death brings me great comfort. Death helps me appreciate life, to savor every second. Man's a poet. We sit and enjoy our food and wine. I don't feel scared anymore. Never thought I'd be comfortable sitting alone in a graveyard at night, but I actually feel very peaceful. Suddenly, it doesn't seem like we're alone. Off in the distance, I see a shadowy figure in the trees. Is it Lucian?
What is that?
I'm not sure. It noticed us. I'm paralyzed with fear as it begins lumbering slowly toward us, its shape taking a more animal form, more feral. I look to Damien for help, but he's just as afraid and transfixed as I am. I want to scream, but it's stuck in my throat. The creature is getting closer, moving faster. I knew it was a dog. Is it Robert's dog? Wolf. If someone said this to me on a date before that random person, I would be in love on date number 2. Oh, it's a dog. Oh my gosh, it's so tiny. Hello there, buddy. As it finally comes into the light, the friendliest, dumbest. Oh, why you gotta be mean to the pupper like that? Little Boston Terrier I've ever seen pulls its owner toward us. The dog trots over to Damien and sniffs at his hands. Damien looks ecstatic. He ruffles the dog's fur happily. And he's a pet person? Heck yeah, good. This is green flags. The pet ran up to him. If a pet is comfortable running up to a person, that's part of a green flag. Pets have good senses. What a beautiful dog. Hey, we both look up, not expecting to see. Thanks, of course. That's your pit bull, huh, Robert? Robert, what are you doing out here on this lovely evening? Hunting cryptids? Let me know when you find Mothman.
What?
What?
I didn't know you had a dog.
Hey.
This isn't my dog. This isn't my dog. Are we going the whole Pink Panther route now? I found her wandering in the street. I put a leash on her, and now we're walking around this graveyard together. You're hunting cryptids. Damien and I share a look. May I give her a treat? Sure. Wouldn't give her cheese, though.
Hey.
Not to worry. Damien reaches into the depths of his cloak and procures a small dog treat. What else is he keeping in there? Secrets. All the secrets. The dog laps up the treat and crunches away, tail wagging furiously. Damien continues to smooth down her fur. Thanks.
Hey.
My absolute pleasure. Damien shakes the dog's paw. Lovely to meet you, my friend. May our paths cross again. Robert and his dog disappear into the darkness again. Damien stares after them.
I didn't know you liked dogs.
Oh.
Victorians love dogs, actually. Most Victorian women of high fashion would always be accompanied by a small dog such as a terrier or a Maltese. I, think big dogs are nice too.
Yeah, man, dogs are cool.
Huh.
I do believe we've had enough excitement for one night. What say we make our way home? Yours or mine? Damien hops to his feet and extends a hand to help me up. I gladly take it as my knees aren't what they used to be. He packs up his blanket basket and leads us out of the graveyard. As we begin the walk home, I take one last look at the cemetery. It really is beautiful. Like a proper gentleman, Damien walks me to my doorstep. Now kiss. Thank you ever so kindly for your company tonight.
Damien, it was my pleasure.
Dusk, if you'll allow me, it would bring me great joy to offer you a token of my affection. Do it, 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 do it. Damien reaches into his cloak and pulls out a folded monogram handkerchief. He presses into my hand. Not what I was hoping for, but alright, cool.
Wow, thank you, Damien.
I will use this to dry my tears for those I've lost. I can't wait to sneeze on this. I'm swooning. I'm gonna wave this at passing ships. I feel like it's the first one. Not the last one, because we just did the great. I'm gonna take a guess, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Aha! I was super right. A noble purpose.
Bruh.
Bruh. Damien shuffles his feet. I just want to say that it's rare to find someone like you, someone who's open to my eccentricities. At least you admit to them. It's nice to feel so accepted. Thank you. Damien gives me my hand a quick squeeze. Hey, eccentric people can be fun. As long as you're balanced with it. Damien blushes and hastily retracts his hand. I must take my leave. Good night. Before I can say anything else, he's gone.
Huh?
I unlock the door and step inside.
Whoa!
Like a whirlwind, Amanda runs from the window and plops down on the couch, trying to look nonchalant. I saw you snooping. Hey, Dad, what's up?
Were you watching me from the window?
No, I was just, Okay, yes. How was the movie?
Lots of vampire titties.
Yeah.
Told you. I don't know how I could be afraid of that. I don't find that scary. I won't go watch it by myself again.
But as it turns out, Damien is
Wait, Amanda doesn't need to know that. I'll keep it between me and Damien.
scary cool. Yup, he's so cool it's scary.
The titties were the scariest part indeed. Nice save, Dusk.
Did you know that graveyards used to be a place to throw parties?
I think I'm misremembering that. Wow, that's pretty punk.
Also, we saw a dog. Definitely thought it was a werewolf for a minute, though.
How can you be so sure it wasn't a werewolf?
How can you be so sure I'm not a werewolf? How can I be so sure you're not a werewolf?
Amanda's eyes narrow. I don't trust you.
Nor I you.
We make intense, wary eye contact for a second.
Anyway, I'm calling for the night. Don't stay up too late, will you?
I'll try not to howl at the moon past midnight. That was cute. Date complete! What did we do? How did we do? Did we do better? Give me an S. Heck yeah!
Are you familiar with the works of Corey Feldman? He simply
Dog.
slayed in The Lost Boys.
Nice. I think it's saved. Let me save. Alright. We're all saved up. We're gonna call it here though. So let me do this. And let me go close the game. You're gonna still hear it until I can close it. So 1 second. There we go. Let me move myself. I'm drawing a subby daddy picture of Dusk. Oh, I can't wait for that. That'd be great. But yes, thank you everyone who stopped by for today's stream. I I didn't go as long as I usually stream because with the reading, you could probably tell with my voice that's like getting to me. So for like the stuff with a lot of reading, I usually end a little sooner because, yeah. Yeah, welcome Bronco. Thank you all for stopping by. This is fun. I love this game. We're gonna continue because it's important that we finish this. We need to get our dad some love. So we're gonna keep going. But next stream will be on Sunday. And here, let me we will be joined Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern with Sky Torisuna. We will be doing a V-Day stream together, and we will be playing Bread and Fred. That will totally not be chaotic whatsoever. For those wondering what that is, it's a little cute platformer where you play as two penguins that are tied together, and you have to try to get to the top of the mountain by working together. It'll be something. So I hope to see you all there, and then afterwards I will definitely be putting up my schedule for next week. So let's find someone to raid. Let's see. Who is live? We have... How long have they been streaming? Paladin Archives is streaming Among Us. They are a good friend of the channel, so let's go give them a raid. They're playing Among Us. I will see you all over on Paladin's stream. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and bye-bye.